Let's see what we get up first today. Dukes of Hazzard. Racing for home on the Game Boy Color. Oh, I'm sure this will be all of the quality. Okay, so 2000, not affiliated with the movie that came out with, what was that, Johnny Knoxville and Sean William Scott. Just a totally random Dukes of Hazzard game that somebody decided to make. Credits in the options menu. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I keep wanting to hit B to go back, and it is not go back, it is go to the previous menu. Backspace button is over there. Yeah, let's get this volume lowered a bit then. It's definitely a very Codemasters level twang going here, but that's just the Game Boy Color sound chip. There are numerous games that have this that are not made by Codemasters. Oh boy. Okay. Oh god, those graphics. Yeah, wow. Oh, this sure is a racing game. Also, music has disappeared entirely. We are left with the general engine sound. So B button is brake, and select as nothing. Start, huh? At least start shows us. B is resume. It took me a while to be able to read that. So yeah, wow. Ooh, hey, nitros. The nitros are almost entirely wasted because we were behind somebody. And there's no way to indicate what position we're in. How many race... half the car is disappearing over there. No way to indicate how many racers are even in this race. So we don't seem to be leaving tire tracks so much as just little circles in the dirt somehow. Also, what? Yeah, that font definitely does make it look like it says the Durfs of Hazzard. Okay, so controls are about average for this. Not really great, but not super terrible. And other than those little cutscenes there, there's not really anything, you know, to make this stand out as a Dukes of Hazzard game. It could, well, again, aside from the Confederate flag on the roof of the General Lee there, not really anything that sets this apart from your standard Game Boy Color racing game of this style. And of course, that's always a thing with racing games, is you don't know what style you're going to get. This kind of top-down thing, a purely top-down, like, directly camera is 50 feet above it style, or first-person style, or Mario Kart style. And it just has always been interesting to me that there aren't that many styles of racing games. You'd think that it would have been more unified, but... So, why would you want to retry the mission? There was no money to pick up to earn things. There was no... If you do better, if you get a better time, you get a better mission status or mission score. Why would you want to retry the mission? So, well, at least, you know, not every stage is a plain racing stage. We actually have something different here. And I should find it away. Oh well. Okay, there we go, mission completed. What? So, yeah, wow, no, this has been the dearths of Hazzard, and this has been amazingly, generic. Not really terrible, not really worth playing, just bog standard racing garbage. So, yeah, we are completely done here. Would not recommend this in the least to anyone. And, yeah, nothing more need be said about that. So let's carry on and see what else we can find in here. Evel Knievel. Well, this is some interesting timing. Let's go ahead and play this. Interesting language choices for what I am pretty sure would have been a US game, but anyways. So, Evel Knievel, the famous motorcycle stuntsman of the 70s. What do we have in options? Music, sound effects, 5 bikes, okay. Sure. Let's go for Hollywood. LA Shakedown, why not? I'm really curious what sort of game this is going to be. Wow! Yeah, that's... Okay, so how do we not hit that barrel? Oh, okay, we can hit B to just suddenly turn our bike around. And hey, there we go. Is that a turkey? Okay, it's a chicken leg. So I guess we're going by Castlevania rules for restoring health in this. We were just, what was it, this past GDQ, there was that one game on, what was it, PS4? Oh, and we just lose completely. Well then. But yeah, that one game on PS4 that, was awful and went on forever. Yeah, Trials. So yeah, this is amazingly bad. even before that, was amazingly bad. Is there, like... There's gotta be some way of... not doing that. Oh, dearie me. Anyways, the reason I mentioned the interesting timing for getting an Evel Knievel game. Just this past week, as of recording this, obviously not of uploading this, there was a man who did one of the stunts that Evel Knievel failed. It was a river canyon that Evel Knievel tried to jump on an X2 sky cycle, and he pulled the chute early and as such did not properly make the jump. But yeah, 42 years later, the son of the man who designed the sky cycle built a new one, and another stuntman went ahead and made the jump, and he survived. The jump went off without a hitch, and we won by the top of our head. So, you know, it is kind of nifty that a thing that Evel Knievel did is now suddenly completed, so that sort of ends that particular Evel Knievel saga. On the whole, though, Evel Knievel was sort of the YouTube mentality before YouTube existed, insofar as he was just doing stuff to garner attention and money, and it was all, you know, absolutely ridiculous stuff. Anyways, seriously. Some aspect of the controls here that I'm not really getting my head around here. So let's see, can we get... Yep, chicken leg does in fact restore health. Oh, good lord. Hey, oh, hey! Actually made it! and then stuff like that happens, and yeah. Oh, the physics in this game, good lord. And now we're in the same exact position again. Oh my, this is a great place to say, this has been Evel Knievel. And this has been an amazingly terrible game. I would not recommend this or any of the games that are in this style of, well, you're on a motorcycle and you have quote-unquote physics that lead to things like that happening, and it's just stupid and terrible, and yeah. No, this is a whole bad trend of games. This is bad, I don't even know if I'd call this a genre, but a style of games, or programming set of games. And yeah, no, we are completely done here. It's been a miserable experience. Okay. Head and see what else we got. Choro Q Hyper Customable GB. Yeah, let's go play a racing game, I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. Kinda held on that note for a little while longer than I expected. Okay, so we got all sorts of anime characters. And if I remember correctly, Choro Q is like, based around those slot car type things. So we may not actually even be in control. May just be watching slot cars race. Oops. Didn't even notice. And it may even be a while before we get to anything, Joy. Oh, I wasn't expecting a choice so soon, actually, there. Oh, dear. Oh, we have... Yeah, we have talk and go back to our room. And, system and save and go out. Oh, jeez. Was not expecting anything like this. Alright, so we're here at sort of a racetrack thing, so, yeah, he's mentioning Choro Q Racers, so... Hey, not the place we are supposed to go to yet. Also, I've heard of neighborhoods that have, what the hell? Shinto gates? I've heard of neighborhoods that have restrictions on, like, what kind of colors that houses can be or anything. But, never seen one that... never seen one that says, all houses must be pink. It'd be quite the interesting neighborhood, I think. And I would kind of like to actually see one of these races, or take part in one, or whatever it's going to be that we can actually do with that, but, no. And every button does nothing except A, which is just brings up the menu that we can save on. Okay, abandoned building, nothing to do there. Hey, a shop! Good thing it's marked in bold and clear letters. Maybe we have to buy a car before we can do any racing. That would make sense, but you never know. Oh, he keeps mentioning parts. I don't see a shop option. There's talk, and there's leave, and there's save. So I guess we're not buying a car. And that's it. That is literally the entirety of the world. If we want to get to any other part of the world, we need a chainsaw. So, yeah. No, stop that. Apparently we can rename ourselves whenever we want. Change the music. And yeah, just various system options there. So, we've already hit the wall of I don't know where to go or what to do or who to talk to or how to advance the plot to such point that we can actually get to something other than just wandering around and talking to people. So, I mean, it's kind of early, we haven't done crap all, but since we have hit that wall already, this has been Choro Q Hyper Customable GB. And again, it's always weird seeing just plain GB on these Game Boy Color games. But that is the system that they had for it, so, Did we actually find a thing? I think we found a thing. Okay, so we found a racer at the abandoned house. And I can go ahead and put together the custom parts and such. Can we do that everywhere now? We can do that everywhere now, okay. Let's just try one more time at this thing that looks very much like it will be the place to go to, take part in races. Seriously, get on with it. And nothing changed. We can't actually take part in a race. We have Customize, and we have Catalog. So, I don't know, I give up. Again, this has been Choro Q Hyper Customable GB. Would not recommend this, and yeah, we are basically done here. Alright, well, we had an amazing start. Let's see if we can keep up the streak. Pocket music. Oh, now I don't think this will be continuing the streak. Let's go find out exactly what this is and wonder if there it is. Kinda makes me wish we were playing Primal Rage, but, Have never heard of either of these developers, although the fact that this is a European game, that is... Oh my god, we had this exact thing on the Game Boy Advance. And on the Game Boy Advance, it was broken and didn't actually work. And like, to the point that it crashed the emulator. So, wow, this is different. Let's try Crystal. Apparently can't paste it to the magenta rift area. So how do I get back to there? What? I can't go up or down, I can only go left or right. Alright, so this is absolutely one that would need an instruction manual in order to be able to have the slightest idea of what you were doing. Oh, now we can go to different... So can I have it played back? So, yeah, wow. Not too much to say about this one. Let's abandon song. Seems like it could be potentially interesting, again, if you had the manual to know exactly what you were doing and what. I'm moving over different things and hitting A, but sometimes the things disappear, sometimes new ones appear when I hit A, sometimes nothing happens. I, so... yeah, I got nothing. Again, the instruction manual would be amazing to have for this in order to have the slightest clue of what you were supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, I didn't even notice the timer up there the first time, so yeah. And yeah, B and select, do nothing, pause is just the pause menu. I think we can pretty much say we're done here because, yeah, it's just this sort of track editor, you know, Famitracker or whatever, not Famitracker, but you know, well, I guess track editor is the correct thing to call this. So yeah, no, amazingly better versions exist out there, probably with much better manuals and documentation. And yeah, no, we are completely done here. Would not recommend this to anyone.